It's clay pigeons, Jim, but not as we know it. I went to the British Helice Grand Prix, organised by gun shop owner Chris Potter at the West Kent Shooting School, not far from London. Helice, also called ZZ, are the strangest flying targets shot in competition. Here's why they're so peculiar.
The Helice started originally as live pigeon shooting, which of course was the first type of competition shooting. In the 1920s, live pigeon shooting was banned, and then over time into the 60s, 70s, this sport became available in Europe as a replication of the live pigeon shooting.
When Princess Grace arrived in Monte Carlo, where all the big pigeon shoots were, she didn't like it, so she banned pigeon shooting. Well, thousands of people came from all over the world to shoot at Monte Carlo. So a Belgian count tried to invent something that would fly like a live bird, which is ZZ, or Helice as we call it now today, which means propeller. The first design he had, we thought it was ZZ for zigzag of the flight, but we later found out it stood for Zinc Zorito. The pigeon they used to shoot was a special bred pigeon called a Zorito, and the first targets he made were out of zinc. So ZZ came from Zinc Zorito. For many years we thought ZZ for zigzag, but we were wrong. Anyhow, Helice is now the name that the French have put on it, meaning propeller, which we all shoot and live with now. Here today we're shooting the British Grand Prix. We started yesterday, we shot 18 targets yesterday, fairly leisurely. It's a visible sport, it's a very watchable sport.
It's the second and final day of the Grand Prix, and Mike Wenlsey is in the lead. This is a pressure sport, isn't it?
It certainly is. This particular discipline is very much so, yeah.
Now you're leading after the end of day one with 18 straight, 6 still to shoot. How do you feel?
Relatively composed, I suppose. Only got 7 to shoot, but anything can happen. You know, it's the second day. First day is one thing, but to come out again after a night's sleep thinking about it is totally different. But everyone counts. You know, you can't afford to miss one in this game. That's the way it is. That's the nature of the sport.
As the competitors line up to shoot the last few targets, we ask Gillian Lynch, who runs West Kent Shooting School with her husband Michael, what it means to be the centre of British Helice shooting.
We've been holding Helice now for 32 years, not actually on this site, but 32 years. Michael's father, Patrick Lynch, brought it in from Belgium in 1978, and they held the first British Grand Prix in 1978.
The Grand Prix reaches its climax with Mike Wenlsey in a shoot-off for the men's senior prize. Not only against another of the men's seniors, but against the ladies' champion, Dionne Rogers, and the incredibly talented junior champion, Nathan Hales. The pressure is on Mike. It reaches a sudden death final. He just has to keep hitting them to win. And he misses. Nathan's dad, Colin Hales, takes the men's senior prize. A great day for the Hales family. But he too is beaten to the overall prize by Dionne, and she's elated. So Dionne, this is the second time you've won this.
It is, yes.
You must be pretty happy.
I'm ecstatic. I really am.
When was the last time?
To win it overall was back in, I think, 1998.
And that's winning, that's beating all the men, all the juniors, everybody.
Yeah.
Because it was, I mean, in the final there were 2 men, a junior and you.
Yeah.
Is it a bit unfair that you can't go away with some of the silverware that the men get?
No, not really. You enter as a lady, a junior, or obviously a guy, and that's your place. But, you know, whether you're a junior, a lady, a veteran, you are able to take the overall title.
And that's what you've done?
And that's what I've done.
So you must be brilliant.
Yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon.
Are you going on to compete internationally?
Yeah, we're off to Seville at the end of September for the European Championships.
And that's Helice?
That's Helice.
Yep.
Also.
Good.
Yeah.
And you work for Chris Potter Guns, and Chris Potter has really taken this sport very seriously over the years, hasn't he?
Absolutely, yeah. I've been shooting this for 30 years. Both Chris and I are one of the sort of founder members of Helice shooting in Great Britain. So
Along with the Lynches here at West Kent.
absolutely, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you as a sort of Kentish gang.
Yeah, I mean, Pat Lynch was the guy who brought Helice to the UK, and obviously we were all very close. Pat had his shooting school, Chris had his shop. I worked for Chris since I was very young, and yeah, that's how we grew up.
Let's just see that shot again.